And the next would be the potato, then moving up to orange juice and honey, and then the highest amount were pretty much most of our processed foods, naturally. That's what it looks like. Now let's compare that to 2014, so last year's class, and let's see if we can sort that by glucose level. And what did we come up with? Very similar to the data that was from this year. There were some slight differences. It may have been, what do you think some of the reasons that could change things? Susan? Possibly. The cafeteria staff has chosen different items. There is really not much difference. I think if we went back, do you think if we went back to, say, the 1980s or the 1990s, when things changed, processed foods and the consumption in the United States, do you think that there would have been any data that we could have collected that would look different from now? Very well, quite possibly could, correct. But remember, we're looking for glucose levels here, not for fructose levels. And much of what's been put in processed foods is some type of fructose. That's very great data that we collected. Now what I'd like you to do is I'm going to give you a homework spreadsheet that I would like you to take with you and bring it back to the next class. And what I'd like you to do is just record for 24 hours everything that you eat and drink, and if any of it's processed foods, if you're able to go out and take a look at those things and see how many grams of sugar you're consuming, because all sugar in a whole is something that we need to reduce in our diets. We talked about in the lecture how the reduction of sugar in our diet is going to lead to less insulin production. Insulin is the fat storing hormone. It's led to the obesity epidemic, and clearly something that has brought about increased incidences of type 2 diabetes, especially childhood onset now. And we need to look at ways that we can reduce that in our own diets, whether that be if we have a heredity involved or if not, that we all need to take a good look at the amount of sugar that we consume daily. Good job. And I'll show you what that homework sheet looks like and give it to you. Okay, this is your